Hello everybody and welcome to Simulate Gaming and welcome back to Mulroy Bay here. This is episode number 2 of the work in progress map. Now if you haven't seen episode number 1, I highly recommend you go watch that one so you know what that chicken's in the ground. I need to fix that. Like I said, this is work in progress. This is me testing the map, but I'm doing it on camera for you guys to see. This current version is the console version because the PC version will have loads of scripts and stuff, which unfortunately due to limitations the console version won't have. So this is the base console version, but still very, very playable. So at the very top of the screen you can see we've just had a shower, so we currently have wet crops. Luckily we don't have any crops, so we can still go ahead and work on our field today. So I did plan on seeding. Actually we can seed. I was about to say the weather was too cold, but it looks like if we press Alt S, so canola is what we want to plant. It has to be 5 degrees to plant canola, and it's currently it's 4 degrees. It should be 5 degrees by the time we're ready. We've got a couple more things to do anyway, so we'll wait for that 1 degree to pick up there on the ground temperature. So before we do that, we need to head down to our chicken pens, or chicken coops, sorry, and collect some eggs, because we had the message pop up a minute ago saying we need to collect them. There's not that many in here though, so I'm not sure why it popped up. There's 2. Maybe this one's full? No. Why did it pop up then? Unless it just pops up anyway to remind you. That sound effect's not meant to be there. I think I've managed to break the chicken coop somehow. Oh well. But anyway, welcome back. Hope you guys are well. Thank you to everybody that's supported the episode number 1 and said you're looking forward to it and stuff. How you doing, girls? Alright? That might be boys. I don't know. I don't know much about chickens. So I've added a couple more lights to the yard for night time. There's one there. They're not on a switch, they turn on at midnight. I think it's better for performance that way. But of course, if you haven't seen episode number 1, we do also have light switches scattered throughout the map. So what we're doing today is we're drilling some, seeding, sorry, or drilling, whatever you want to call it, some canola at the top of the map. So we haven't been up there yet, so we're going to field number 5. You can see the really funky looking one at the top there. That's the one we're doing today, so you guys get to see the pig yard as well. But before we do that, we also need to fill up the fertilizer spreader for the field we did in the last video, which I think was 21, not even close. So I think we may use our good old-fashioned John Deere, our grandfather's John Deere 1630. Now I was told something yesterday. Apparently in Ireland there's a law that you cannot fertilize at 8 meters to the water or something. And seeing as field 20, I forgot what it is already. Field 21 is right next to the water. Looks like we're only going to be able to do half of it. But, you know, at least we'll get some better yield than most of it. I'm not sure. Well, I'm going to try and be as realistic as possible. So I'm not exactly going to get out a tape measure and measure 8 meters, but we'll guess. Right, so we'll get the John Deere tunnel. That is really low. Let's go ahead and turn that off. So we're not keeping this thing for very long. A lot of people weren't a fan of this thing. Like I said, this is temporary. This is our grandfather's one, because it's basically a carry-on from... Well, Mulroy Bay on FS15, I said this in the last video, but for those of you that didn't see episode number 1, Mulroy Bay was very story-driven. Apparently your grandfather had got ill, or something like along those lines. Grandfather got ill and the farm went downhill a little bit, and he lost all of his staff members. So this is basically carrying on from that. Let's go ahead and try and pick up this spreader here. This thing's got a bad turning circle. So we're doing a bit of classic farming today. Let's go ahead and just do this in third person. Let's stop messing around here. There we go. You guys actually get to see it as well. Now, hopefully we can handle the weight of this thing. I've never used this John Deere before, so it looks like it's doing alright. So yeah, we're doing a bit of classic farming today. It does have a beacon, so we're actually allowed on the road with it, because I don't think this thing goes over 30 miles an hour. So on my to-do list is also, I need to get rid of this little cattle gate here, because the cattle are no longer in this field. This is now a placeable yard. So let's drive into here. We've got the Duitsvar. Now, funny thing, actually, I just remember. So, people told me it was Duitsvar, D-O, like, pronounced D-O-O-T-Z. And then some other people, I said that in the last video, and then some other people said, no, that's not right. It's this, it's that. So I thought I'd be clever and go over to the official Duitsvar YouTube page to find out how to say it. And this is the results I got.
I'm Graham Barnwell, the Marketing Manager for Sammy Duitsvar UK and Ireland. Duitsvar UK and Ireland.
Es ist schon imposant, was der Duitsvar.
So as you can see, that didn't help whatsoever, because even the people that work for Duitsvar say it different to each other, so we're just going to wing it. From now on, we're just going to call it whatever comes to mind at first. So, yeah, not really sure how you officially say it. I thought I'd be clever and try and find out how, but We didn't get very far, unfortunately, when they start calling it different things as well. But that was the official w.i.p YouTube page, by the way, guys. So we need, which ones are the fertilizers? I can't remember. I think it's the blue ones. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the blue. I'm just going to double check real quick, though, because I'm a bit, for some reason I can't remember. I've gone completely brain dead. This is the blue ones. Yeah, it's the blue ones. Okay, I must remember that for future. Let's go ahead and get these straps off here. Like, no, that's the wrong one. Let's get these off like that. Also, someone, I forgot their name, I do apologise, but someone in the last video, the last Mulroy Bay, mentioned I put my mouse here. I can't believe I never thought of that before. It's actually quite easy to walk around and do stuff now with the mouse there. So, big thank you to you. And let's go ahead and switch this into implement mode here. Whoa, the brakes on this thing are terrible. Also, speaking of w.i.p, there was a reason I brought out the w.i.p. People weren't very happy with it. They said they don't like w.i.p. We will get rid of it at some point. Like I said at the very beginning of episode number 1, we're starting off with cruddy equipment, and then we have to, basically, that's one of the things we're doing, upgrading. So I want to keep at least one drop nose, but we'll probably obviously swap it for the Massey Ferguson drop nose instead. I'm not just going to switch it out willy-nilly. We'll have to work it, we'll have to earn money, and then trade this one in for it, and then pay the difference. This is a good little tractor. w.i.p are known for being a lot of power for your money, basically. So this thing was quite cheap, and we get quite a lot of power for it. So it's a bit of a working horse, this one. Okay, so I keep... Oh, sorry, I just punched... I had to move the microphone there a second. So what we're going to do is lift this thing up over here. So I probably have a weight on the back of this. Let's go ahead and drop that over there. So it's only a really, really small spreader that... Whoa, the field plane does not like that, does it? So this thing takes less than 1 pallet. That's going to be a bit worrying, so we're going to have to do a bit of a journey today. So we're doing... I'm trying to do this new thing, guys, where we're trying to do at least 2 jobs per video, or at least start 2 jobs per video. So we're not going to probably finish the spraying, well, spreading, and then the seeding and stuff. So that's what we're going to do from now on, just to make it a bit more interesting for you. So today we're going to be seeding and fertilizing. In fact, I don't actually need to take this thing off. Let's just go ahead and turn it off a minute. Awesome. So we'll jump into the little John Deere. So we're going to take a little drive down in our little classic John Deere to the field. No, does this thing have a cover? That is the question. Don't think it does. No. Okay, this sprayer does not, or spreader even, does not have a cover, unfortunately. Right, so we'll get this thing turned around. We'll get the beacon light on here because we need to go out to the public road a second. So yeah, like I said, we're not keeping this thing for very long. As soon as we get our first, well, probably at the end of the first harvest, we'll get rid of the John Deere, I think, because it's not going to be that useful apart from small stuff like this. Speaking of w.i.p, there's another one. That's our old combine there. Right, let's go. So this is the first time I ever used this John Deere. I know it was quite popular when it first came out, but I didn't join the parade, unfortunately, because I was using the 698 at the time. Right, so we'll head out of here. This is a beautiful map. This is, you guys can see why I wanted to convert this over from FS15. Go down here. There's never actually there's a lot of w.i.p on this map. That wasn't intentional, that's just the way it worked out. There's also a w.i.p tractor just over this hedge here. If I just change the camera, you can see that. There it is. That's not ours, that's not a drivable one, but it's just there for decoration. But yeah, let's take this little thing down here. Nice little tractor, I like the sound of this actually. But my microphone's still not fixed, guys. You can't see it on the wheel cam, but I still have a ribbon holding my microphone up. Rode are apparently sending a new part out to me, but I've not got it just yet. But the sooner I get that, the better, because I'm quite restricted as to where I can put the microphone at the moment, because it's literally tied onto the boom arm. I'm thinking I might get a stronger one next time. Like, that's the one that came with the microphone, but I think I might get like an aftermarket metal one, so it never breaks again. Right, let's indicate out of here. Does this thing even have indicators? Yes, it does. Cool. Right, so here's our field. So like I said, apparently, I don't know how true this is, but 8 meters, there's a rule in Ireland, but you're not allowed to fertilize 8 meters close to the water. So we'll do our best. This is only cultivated so far, but our seed drill also cultivates at the same time. So this is going to be pretty much a double. So we didn't actually have to cultivate it, but I did it just for nutrition. So we'll go ahead and get this thing turned on here. So I need to guess what 8 meters is roughly. When it comes to spraying this field. But we'll go ahead and do the headland first. So I probably should have started on that side, because I can't go right to the edge. So I really need to guess what 8 meters is. Once again, if I've got the details of that wrong, please tell me in the comment section. That's just what I've been told, and I'm not a real life farmer, so I literally learn everything I know off watching real life farmers on YouTube, like Dino0303, and what you guys tell me as well. So I think we need to start turning here. That looks about 8 meters there. So this is all guesswork, guys. All guesswork. And I know why they do it, because it is due to rain as well tomorrow. Actually, it's due to snow today. I'll show you that in a second. So I reckon this is probably about 8 meters, including the grass as well, not just the field. Let's probably turn here. So how strict is this in real life? If this rule is true, how strict is it in real life? Like, do you have to like mark it down or what? Because I have no idea. So there we go. Start like this, and now we can do our passes. So it's a bit weird doing that. Now, as far as I know, we only have a couple of fields that are close to the water. One of them's grass, so we may not even have to fertilize that one at all. But yeah, that one over there as well, just on that little bit straight across the water, that is also a field. That's grass. So apart from that, I can't think if we have any more fields next to the water, to be fair. This thing's got a very, very wide spread, and it empties quite slowly, so we're actually getting quite a lot of fertilizer here for our buck. I thought we'd go through this in no time at all. There we go. So actually what I'm going to do, and this is a bit more realistically, I'm going to try and turn down the tram lines that we've already made, or the wheel marks that we've already made here, just to cut down on soil compaction. But like I said, we will be cultivating this as well in a bit, because the seed drill's got one built in, basically. So there we go. Let's go ahead and follow these tracks up here, because there's a little bit I missed just here. So this is probably a terrible, terrible job that I'm doing here, but you know, I'm not used to doing wonky fields, I guess. Basically. Right, there we go. Quickly get onto this tram line here. And like I said, we are going to be cultivating in a second, so it doesn't matter all that much. So there we go. That is, I believe, about 8 meters around the outside. If I've done it wrong, then you guys can tell me. Like I said, that's just what I was told, and I didn't think we'd actually get it done that quick. This has a lot wider spread than I thought. Let's get the hand throttle on here, and we'll head back to the farm, and we'll get the seed drill hooked up to the Puma. I don't think we're going to use the w.i.p for much field work. That's basically just our loader. When we get our animals, the w.i.p will get used a lot, unless we've got the massy drop nose by then. Right, let's go ahead and turn our beacon light on here. No cars coming. Good. Actually, it's cut. Oh, it turned that way. Good. We'll quickly cut across here. Awesome. So now you guys get to see the sheep yard as well now. So I'll quickly hook up the Puma as quick as we can. I need to get it filled up again. I think because you've already seen me load this sprayer, I think I might just use the trigger on the seed drill to save you watching me do some more loading. Yeah, I think we'll do that, just to save up on some time. I know this is my realistic series, but at the same time I don't want to bore you guys. This thing has got a top speed of 18 miles an hour. It's not ideal, but it's not... I've had slower tractors, to be fair. Okay, so back at the yard now. A bit of a long drive up that little dirt road, but adds to the immersion. So also, I just realised we're actually spraying lime. I wasn't sure what we were actually spraying, but if you look at all the white stuff around the edge, I think we could safely say that's lime and not... what's the other one? Nitrogen? Right, so where are we going to leave this thing? I need to use it again later, so I don't really want to put it... I'll tell you what, we'll leave it in the workshop for now. Yeah, we'll leave it in the workshop. Keep her out the rain. She's a well-maintained tractor, this, hence why she's not got a bit of rust on her. Turn the beacon light off here. We'll jump out. And there we go. That is us done in the John Deere for today, at least. So now what we need to do is jump into the Puma. The seed drill's just around the corner, so it shouldn't take too long. And like I said, we're going to be using the trigger to fill it up instead. Right, let's go ahead and start her up. I'll be quiet, because you guys love it when I start this thing up. Well, some of you guys love it when I start this thing up, so... Shh. There we go. So a lot of people have been asking about this Puma. This is not a public... This was given to me by Jack. Well, through Jack. I don't think it's released. All it is the Puma is available publicly. All it is the different sounds, basically, and the beacon lights. What are we getting? What crop are we doing? It was canola, wasn't it? Yes, okay. Actually, no. It's not canola. My bad. We're actually doing corn. I just realised we're doing corn up in that top field. So, let's go ahead and hook up our Amazon corn drill. There we go. Let's get... Why won't it connect? There we go. I was a little bit too far away. So we'll get this hooked up. So as you can see by the little thing down in the bottom corner there. This also fertilizes at the same time. Oh, we might need a weight. Yeah, we're going to need a weight, I think. Dang it. So I actually did just buy a weight. As you can see, it was 800 euros. Now, I did reset it just to save up on some time. No, it's not very realistic to get it reset, but I was meant to get one anyway. I forgot to put it in the starting equipment because I'm an idiot. So I'll quickly hook up this front weight here. There we go. This is one, I think it went for the 700 or the ton. I think it was the ton that we went for. But we're good to go now. So let's go ahead and head up to our other farm. For the first time on FS17, you guys get to see the pig yard. Now, it used to be the fattening plant, but of course we don't need that now in FS17. So it's just a pig yard now, but it's not finished. I must stress that so much. It's not finished. I need to decorate it a little bit more. I've just been working on this cow yard more than anything. Good. So here we get our beacon lights on. You can see it reflecting, which means they're on. So usually I jump cut all of my drives, but as this is a new map, I will leave it in because for the first time we're going the opposite direction to what you guys have seen along the coastal road. It's still a bit bouncy at the front end there. I think we probably should have gone for a bigger weight, possibly. I thought this puma wouldn't have much issues, but it looks like it is having them after all. Right, let's turn out of here. Ooh, gosh, yeah, very bouncy at the front. Nearly leaving the ground. They're not left just yet, because I still have steering, but let's go ahead and indicate right here. So we have to stop. There's the stop sign. Stop. Cool. And this is going to be a little bit tight through here, because the Case Puma isn't the smallest tractor in the world, by all means. And we've got to go up this little coastal road. So I'll try and stay as close to the wall as we can, just in case a car comes flying around the corner. Aha, that sign doesn't need to be there anymore, because one difference I have made, because a lot of trolls on multiplayer on FS15, there's now guardrails along here. So no one can just drive off the side. What is it, a rock slide there? Bit of a rock slide. So yeah, there's now guardrails here, so trolls can't just drive off the edge, basically. Also a little bit more modern. There's some boats down there as well, you can just see them. So there's the hotel. That is a sale point now, by the way, guys. So we've got some grass fields up here. So it's not changed that much, this yard. Like I said, we still need the fattening bit of it that's changed. So I need to remember actually how to get to the field that we're going to, actually. I struggled to get into this field last time, and I can't remember which way we went. So here it is. We're just indicating in now. This is actually meant to be the arable storage yard, this one here. This was first initially designed to be my arable storage. So these sheds here, they do hold grain if you want to put grain in there. There's also a huge shed over there now that you can store grain in as well. But for now, we need to go up here. Now, even this Puma struggling on this hill. And this is, like I said, this is not finished, but this is now the pig area, as you can see. Yeah, like I said, still need to put some decoration down, but the base stuff is down, which is good. Like, all the triggers and stuff are working, and all the stuff that the pigs need. Let's go ahead and go through here. I think we had to cut through this field here last time, and it's been harvested, so it's not ours, which probably should change that. But never mind. So we'll go down here. There it is. I knew it was through this field somehow. So this is our field. Like I said, I don't think we're going to be able to finish it today because it's a bit of a big one, but we'll do our best. Now Are you serious? I forgot to fill it up. Well done, Simulate. Well done. Right, okay guys, there's been a slight change of plan. The soil temperatures dipped down once again to 4 degrees, and what we wanted to plant, which was sunflowers, requires 10 degrees. So we've got quite a bit until we can plant that. So that was a waste of time. What I am going to do is unload the seed drill here real quick. Let's go ahead and do that now, because I will be coming back here later. This is the only field we want to be seeds, basically. And also, we're a bit... I don't know if the soil temperature is going to come up in time. I'll tell you why. Because if we do OF, there's our weather. It's actually snowing tomorrow. So it's going to be very, very cold all of a sudden. And we're going to have snow all over the field. So we're even going to get frozen ground. So in real life, guys, this is something I really need you to help me with in the comment section. How would you deal with snow in a real life farm? So do you try and melt it as much as you can? Or scoop it away? Or plow it in? Or I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a real life farmer. So I don't know what to do when it snows. Or do you just have to take it on the chin and wait and hope that it melts in time? Really do need some feedback on that. So we haven't got that much to do now. That was what I planned on doing in this video. So this is going to be a bit of a shambles now. There is some stuff we can do though, which is good. So we'll quickly need to head back to the main farm and collect our cultivator once again. I know we did some cultivating yesterday, but this is the Seasons mod series. You guys want me to do a realistic one, so unfortunately there's going to be a lot of similar jobs going on per season, unfortunately. But yeah, we need to go ahead and there's a field. Where was it? It's actually the one we were just next to. Actually, that one needs cultivating. So what I'll do is I'll quickly pick up the cultivator, and we'll make a start on that again. Okay, so slight change of plan, guys. I've actually decided that because the field that we're about to do is actually harvested, like it's set to the harvesting state, we're actually going to plow it. So we've got this plow here from the mod competition. So I've not actually had a chance to use this one properly just yet, but we'll quickly reverse into here. We'll get this all hooked up. Now, does this thing fold away? That is the question, or do we have to drive with it like this? Let's have a look here. Let's get the F1 menu up. Transport position X. Oh, it is doing something. Okay, there is a transport position. Good. So I'll keep the weight on. Okay, so we've got the plow all hooked up here. I'm actually going to go this way because this is going to be a little bit hard to maneuver with this thing on the back. That is actually the transport position. Wow, it's a bit low. Right, so good job we had the Puma for this. As you can see, it's a bit battered and bruised, this plow. It's been used quite a lot. Right, let's watch these chickens. We'll drive over the chickens. Hopefully they don't get hit by the plow. That'll be a bit awkward. Right, so yeah, we'll head back to that area once again, guys, and we'll make a start on some ploughing. Sorry about the seed drill malarkey. Alright, okay, so we're back at the pig yard right now. We're going to go ahead and cut through this side of the fence now. Look at that, beautiful sea views there. And this is the other field that we own, but this one, like I said, needs to be ploughed. So we'll quickly go ahead and put it into the working position here. Now, let's quickly get up the map again, and I think we're already facing the right way, which is good. So we want to go ahead and use GPS today, just to play it safe. That is not the direction we want it to be, though. Let's go ahead and set auto like that. We'll rotate it around like that. Cool. And we'll make a start on this. We'll lower it down. We'll get the hand throttle up like that. And we'll make a start on some ploughing. So yeah, this could take a long time. So obviously I'm not going to do the whole thing on camera. But this will hopefully be ploughed next time you guys see it. Completely ploughed. Now, there's also a huge rock. Though, like I said, this map is going to be quite challenging for people, including myself. I've got stuck quite a few times when I've been testing this. Like, not stuck as in actually stuck, but debating methods and stuff to use. So that field there, for example, you see got a huge like cliff thing right in the middle of it. Same with this field here. So just around this corner, this is also part of the field. Once again, if you're playing this map, it's completely up to you how you manage your own farm. So you could just turn that into grass if you want and not bother using it. It's not a bad idea, actually. Just literally join that bit there up so that it's no longer part of the field. But I'm not sure how we're going to do the headland on this. Plowing's not great when it comes to fields like this, is it? Right, so we'll go ahead and we'll turn her around like that. I didn't turn enough then. So yeah, ploughing is definitely my weak point, guys. If you're new to the channel, ploughing is definitely my weak point. I'm not very good at it, unfortunately, like methods and all that malarkey. So I actually need to turn that on like that. I need to set that to auto flip. Cool. That button I just pressed there, for those of you who don't really know much about GPS, that makes the blue line that we're following, the offset line, that makes it flip automatically when we get to the end of our pass, basically. So we'll lower back down, get the hand throttle on once again, and we're good ploughing this. So yeah, a bit of a spanner in the works today. I thought that the fertilizing would take a lot longer than it did. I didn't realise the spread on that spreader was so big, and also we planned on putting corn, sunflowers in that field there, but unfortunately the ground temperature is currently way too cold. It needs to be 10 degrees, but it's only 4 as you guys can see there. Bit annoying, but what we're going to do, eh? So it's only the 1st of spring as well, so it's pretty much still winter, officially. Like, not officially, sorry, but you know what I mean. It's one day after winter, so it's going to warm up eventually, but it is snowing tomorrow as well, which is a bit annoying. So we're going to have snow everywhere. Like I said, please let me know how you get rid of snow. Not in the game, but in real life. I'm going to try and get rid of the snow as realistically as possible. Is there like a chemical that you can use to throw on the field or whatever? So as we see, we'll turn this around, and the blue line that should automatically switch over to the other side. Yep, like it did. Actually, no, did it? I don't think it did. I don't think it worked. Oh gosh, this is very tight. Like I said, ploughing is not my strong suit at all. I'm really bad at it. So we actually want to go this side here. There we go. Let's go ahead and position this properly. Activate GPS. Hand throttle up. And we'll make a start on this pass. So yeah, we're going to be doing lots and lots of little passes. This is actually one of our biggest fields that we own currently. I think the biggest field on the map is 18. On the very, very right there, that huge one. That is a crop field, guys. Field 32 is pretty big, but that's only grass too. I'd say 18 was our biggest field, but however, 18 is pretty much dead square, so shouldn't be that hard to do stuff like this. You just put GPS on, you sit back, relax, eat a pot noodle, and the job will be done eventually. But yeah, that is our biggest arable field. I think there's actually stuff in it at the moment. We don't own it, but that's probably the big challenge. Try and get to that field if you can. That's also right at the very top of the cow field as well, so you can get to it from the main yard as well, which is pretty cool. There we go, we'll stop that, we'll lift it up. And we'll flicker around. And we'll have to turn it around again. Okay, everybody, so I think we're going to call it quits here. This might be a short video, but unfortunately my plans went completely downhill. I'm still getting used to all this malarkey with the new stuff. So thank you very, very much for joining me on this episode, second episode of Mulroy Bay. We will be back, and I'll have to fix a couple more things that I found in this video. That's what I'm saying. This whole point of this series is me testing the map for you guys, so I'm doing as much as I can, basically, just as much jobs as I can, sorry, to see if it's all working all fine and dandy. Hopefully if Dylan obviously gives me permission to give it out, then you guys will have it completely error free. So that's what we're doing here. We're just basically looking for bugs, and I found a couple in this video actually. For some reason, the ploughing thing's not turning up. That's the biggest bug I've found so far. Apart from that, it's completely bug-free. But yeah, like I said, thank you very much for joining me. If you did enjoy, please hit the thumbs up button. It really does mean a lot. Hit subscribe to see more from myself. If you have any ideas of what to add to the map and stuff, feel free to let me know in the comments section. I've been Simulate Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.